Coming up on this week's edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle, we'll talk about the red-hot Seahawks. They've won 9 straight, and we'll recap the last 3, all 3 of those coming on the road. We'll have some highlights coming up. We'll also have our Pepsi Play of the Week. You might already know that one, as I'm sure you saw it on SportsCenter as well. Our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. We'll look at those conference standings. They look really good right now, Seahawk fans. And we'll look ahead to a very busy stretch again for the Seahawks, but it's at home, and it starts against Northeastern Thursday night. All that and more straight ahead this week's edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. It starts right now. Well, welcome everybody once again here. Another edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. I'm your host, Mike McCarroll, alongside the coach here. And Coach, a lot of good stuff to talk about right now for UNCW, winners of 9 straight, undefeated in conference play. In the recent stretch, all done on the road. What does that tell you about this team and how resilient they're becoming?
Yeah, we've showed a lot of mental toughness. I know it's been taxing on our body, but people don't realize the mental toll that it takes on you to prepare for games, one-day preps, and to be going from city to city. So I'm proud of my guys for growing in that area because that's been a challenge for us, and I'm proud of their resiliency.
Yeah, it's been 4 games in 8 days for UNCW. We're going to talk about the last 3, all coming on the road as well. And James Madison was the first stop on this road swing up north for UNCW in their new arena. And this was a good team and certainly a challenge and kind of an ugly game at times for you guys, but in the end, dramatic finish for UNCW.
Yeah, we didn't play our best game. I didn't think at all, but when it was time to kick it in, we did. I thought that James Madison played more desperate than we were because they had just came off a loss. I thought that was probably their best game that I've seen them play. And they put a lot of pressure on us on the backboard. They put a lot of pressure on us on the defensive end. So it was one of those games where we just had to gut it out. And Jalen hit a big-time shot at the end.
And you're down double figures in the second half, but the defense, I think, is what got you back into it and set up that last shot.
Yeah, we didn't. We struggled to defend them in the second half. I think they were shooting upwards of 70%. And then, we buckled down when we needed to. We buckled down when we needed to and got some huge stops, and it led to some offense for us. And I think it kind of deflated them a little bit. But like you said at the beginning, our guys are resilient. We got hit. We kept hitting back, and, we had a good result at the end.
Coaches love to talk defense. Defense certainly winning some games for UNCW, setting up the offense at the end of this one. Let's take a look at our Race Jewelers highlights from last week in Harrisonburg, Virginia. UNCW on the road at James Madison. Well, UNCW gets the win. The buzzer-beating shot by Jalen Sims. They win at 71-70. Coach, you're down 2. Easily could have gone for the tie, go to overtime, but you wanted the win, and you drew up a special play. Tell us about Detroit.
Yeah, no, I didn't. When we went into the timeout, I didn't even ask. I was like, we're going for the win because the game had been kind of crazy, and to be in the position that we were in, I thought it was just kind of destiny a little bit. So we drew up a play. They seen our formation, and then they called a timeout. And I was going to run the same play, and then my assistant coach, Travis Hackett, said at the very end of our timeout, he yelled out Detroit. And so I let him go in the huddle and draw it up to remind the guys because we dummy our special team stuff a lot. And he made sure everybody was in the right spot. They executed the screening, they executed the decoy, they executed the pass, and Jalen executed the shot making. So everything worked out for us.
Yeah, that was a contested shot that he drained. Good night for Sims when you look at 11 points, the game winner there. 16 apiece for Trezarian White and for Jalen Thorns, 10 for Okaru, and 14 for Shaquem Phillips. So a lot of stars in this game. The Seahawks get the win, 71-70, the final score. That was the first stop on the 3-game road swing for UNCW up north. We'll take a break. When we get back, we'll talk about the next game, a toughness game against Towson. Next, stay with us.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do the Dew.
The Bud Light logo makes people think our seltzer is a beer, so we recruited retired NFL player Nick Mangold to block it out.
Twice this year? My mom was
so jealous. Oh, it's a hard seltzer.
Just here to do my job.
And he said, I think Melanie
is the one.
Oh, it's going in. Why are you here?
Great speech.
Bud Light Seltzer. No beer, just great taste.
There is something indescribably special about this place. The way it looks, the way it feels, the way we care for one another and our community. The University of North Carolina, Wilmington is like no other. Your journey starts here. We invite you to discover what makes UNCW like no other.
Well, UNCW, a tough stretch, all these games on the road, and you go to face a tough team coach. As we bring you back here, and Pat Scarry, during his time as the head coach at Towson, he's always had a tough-minded team. You guys embodying that this year as well, but you knew it was kind of going to be a gritty type of game against Towson.
Yeah, when we the next day after we had played JMU, we started immediately preparing for them, and we knew that in order for us to win, and I felt like in my heart of hearts that we had to be the tougher team. And so that's what we talked about leading up to the game, throughout the game. We talked about being a tougher team. And I thought for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, they were. But I thought past that time, I thought we were the tougher team, and that's what got us to win.
Yeah, certainly you get this win in overtime as well. Jalen Sims a chance to maybe win it in regulation. It doesn't happen, but he closed the deal from the free throw line. Free throws have been a big factor during this stretch as well.
It has been. And I got to give him a lot of credit. He didn't play well offensively. But his mental toughness, like I talked about, he stepped to the line and made, I think, 11 out of 12 free throws and closed the game.
Yeah, certainly a big win for UNCW. Overtime victory on the road at Towson on Saturday. Afternoon game as well, so a quick turnaround for UNCW, made even quicker with the afternoon start. Let's take a look now at the Rage Jewelers highlights here from inside CQ Arena. Well, again, the Seahawks in overtime with the win, 81-77. They're 2-0 in overtime games so far this season. Shaquille Phillips with 18 points to lead the way. Coach, he's become the guy that late game situation, maybe not the final shot, but to get you to that final shot, he's the guy that you want the ball in his hands.
Yeah, we try to give him some space. We kind of go old school with it, where we, can you guard me? Can I score on you? So we give him space and we let him operate, and he's been delivering in a major way for us. So, that's what we're going to keep doing.
Yeah, 18 again for him, 15 for Jalen Sims in this game, who was 11 of 12 from the free throw line. So a huge factor, again, the free throws in this contest. And then the rebounds, 42-40. So a lot of toughness numbers when you look at this with the free throws, getting to the stripe, the rebounds as well. You've got to love to see that from your kids and kind of the identity that this team is taking.
Yeah, whatever I'm learning, and I've learned this a while ago, whatever you emphasize with them, they'll do it. And so we talked about rebounding the ball because they're the best offensive rebounder in our league. So we wanted to make sure at every media we talked about their offensive rebounds and the rebounding margin, and our guys really buckled down and kept them off the glass probably the last 12 minutes going into overtime. We did a pretty good job with that.
So that was win number 8 in a row for UNCW, and the road trip continues. The Seahawks went to Boston, taking on Northeastern Monday night. We'll take a break and be back with those highlights coming your way next.
Even though we can't have everyone gathered, we found new ways to make each occasion special. We're keeping your gifting experience both safe and personal through Reads.com, answering all your questions and guiding you to the perfect present, just like we have for over 70 years. Family always finds a way to celebrate life's moments together, no matter what. You won't just shop with confidence at Reed's Jewelers and Reads.com. You'll feel like family.
Want to kill a spread without the hassle? Walk-On's Family and Friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree, and feed your crew. Order online or in the app. Want to kill a spread without the hassle? Walk-On's Family and Friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree, and feed your crew. Order online or in the app.
I've never considered driving a Subaru until I started working here and realized the reliability, dependability, and most of all, the safety. Safety is extremely important to me and my family. We have a very active lifestyle, which allows me to be able to take our Outback onto the beach and really enjoy the versatility that Subaru offers.
Whether it's a top-selling Forester or Outback, a rugged Crosstrek, or the roomy Ascent, we can reserve the Subaru you're looking for. Come in and order yours today.
I'm Miles, and I'm a Parkway Subaru owner for life.
Made from scratch biscuits and hand-breaded chicken, that's a breakfast no-brainer. But adding hot honey to the mix, you'll never hit snooze again. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken biscuit at Hardee's. Get it before it's gone. Feed your happy. Honey just got its own stinger. Sweet heat drizzled over hand-breaded chicken, crispy bacon, and melty Swiss. This honey has some bite. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken sandwich at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Well, the third game on the Northern Road Swing for UNCW in Boston, Northeastern. And Coach, you throw out the records here because you had won 8 straight. They had lost 8 straight. But you know it's a better team. Bill Cohen, a veteran coach, the dean of the league, if you will, right now. And you knew this was going to be tough, and you get the win, but it wasn't easy.
Right. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. So immediately after we won the Towson game, I wanted to make sure that we talked to our guys about what they were up against. And, we wanted to make sure that their mind was in the right place because we knew that we weren't just going to go in there and get a win by not doing what we needed to do. So we talked about that a lot, having some humility and what we were doing. And, I thought our guys did a really good job of, we took their first punch, just trying to fill out everything. And then as we caught our second win, we started to pull away a little bit, and we finished the game strong. And, those guys gutted it out because they were up against on the back end of a tough stretch.
And turnovers were a factor in this game. You forced 18, you scored 25 points off of those. when you're able to do that when you're down, that's certainly a plus, I would think, to try to come back as you did in this game.
Right, and that was a focus of ours. That was one of our biggest keys on the defensive end, was disrupting with our pressure and try to create some offense with our defense. And we did that. I didn't think it was great. It was good at times. We're going to try to ramp it up a little bit more next time we play them. But that's what we have to do against them, and we knew it. We knew it because we were going to be struggling to score a little bit. It created some offense for us.
The Seahawks get the win. Jalen Sims, a big three late in this game as well to give the Seahawks some separation. Let's take a look now from historic Matthews Arena, our highlights, our Reed Jewelers highlights from Monday. Again, UNCW gets the win, their 9th straight. They win it 74-68. The final score certainly wasn't easy, but again, Coach, you get to the free throw line, 22 of 28. You know, earlier this season you had some struggles making those shots, but now you're not, and now you're getting there at a good clip. And again, that's becoming a big part of the offense right now.
Right, that's who we are. That's kind of, you know, a part of our identity is getting to the free throw line. I think we are getting there 20 times a game. We were aggressive to touch the paint. We were aggressive on the offensive backboard. You know, that has to continue to be something that we do well.
Jalen Sims, a big night with 18 points, went over 1,000 points in his career, the 26th Seahawk to do that in a Seahawk uniform. Jalen Fornes went over 1,000 earlier in the trip, but some of those points coming from Nicholls State. So congratulations to those two guys for hitting that plateau. Well, we've hit a plateau. It's a commercial time here for us. We'll take a break. More to come after this as we take a look at our Pepsi Play of the Week and the Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week next.
If it looks like an F-150, tows like an F-150, hauls like an F-150, thinks like an F-150, and powers like an F-150, it must be an F-150 hybrid. The 2021 F-150 Power Boost Hybrid with 570 pound-feet of torque and 12,700 pounds of max available towing.
Life-changing, life-changing, life-changing flavor.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do the do.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tide.
Have you tried these yet?
I'm sorry, ladies. It's my roommate, Emmerich.
Emmerich.
Is that Irish?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tide. The loudest flavors ever.
There is something indescribably special about this place. The way it looks, the way it feels, the way we care for one another and our community. The University of North Carolina, Wilmington is like no other. Your journey starts here. We invite you to discover what makes UNCW like no other.
Welcome back, everybody. Time now for this week's Pepsi Play of the Week. We go back to last week's game against James Madison. You might know this one. An exciting ending for UNCW. Jalen Sims provides us our Pepsi Play of the Week.
Got an open shot from the shooter. Here's another look at it. And he just nailed it. I mean, you had two Dukes on him, and he just rose up and knocked it down. You got to give him a lot of credit. That's a tough shot.
He had just a slight step on Vado Morse, but that's all that he needed. Trying to close out was Molson. They turn and look, and
there's not much more you can do. There's not much more you can do there.
Well, again, our Pepsi Play of the Week provided by Jalen Sims, the game winner that you might have seen on SportsCenter, the top 10 plays. It was number 1 that night. And again, Coach, just a special kid. This is a kid that, you know, he's had some struggles as a team. They've had struggles during his time. And he wants to go out on a high note this year.
He does. And all he cares about is winning. You know, I've changed his position a few times. He plays a few different positions for us. We ask him to do everything. You know, we ask him to rebound. We ask him to find people. We ask him to shoot the ball. Like, we ask him to do everything, and he hasn't wavered at all. He's completely bought into us and what we're trying to do. And, you know, I'm glad he's having some success.
Again, he's the lone senior, the 4-year senior for UNCW, and he is playing really well right now, providing us with our Play of the Week. Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week, and it could have been Sims, but right now Shaquem Phillips, those numbers look really good, Coach, averaging 15 points, shooting 51%, 33% from 3. But as we talked about earlier, he's a guy that you want the ball in his hands late game because they know it's coming, but they still can't stop him.
Right. He's a dynamic scorer. You know, when a guy, if you look at his percentages, he doesn't take a lot of threes. So people think that they can keep him in front and, you know, force him to take jumpers, but he still gets to his spots. Because he's so shifty and so gifted athletically. He's, you know, I love coaching the kid. He's a special player and a special person.
And the move of the year, maybe taking him off the ball, moving him from the point guard to that 2-guard position, it certainly paid dividends for him and for you guys.
Right. I asked him after the game the other night, I said, I bet when I change your position, you probably was like, what the heck is he doing? But he told me, he said, you know, Coach, I trust you. I knew you had a vision in mind. He said, I knew it would work out, but I ain't going to lie, I was a little confused. But it's working out, and we're winning. He's playing well. So, you know, I'm sure everybody's glad about it.
Yeah, you're pushing all the right buttons right now. This team, again, a team on the move, winners of 9 straight, heading into a game with Northeastern coming up on Thursday. We'll take a break here. When we get back, we'll take a look at those conference standings and see what all is ahead for UNCW with a 3-game homestand coming up. Stay with us.
She's the one, and you know it. At Reeds.com, we're making it easy to find the perfect ring from home. With helpful advice from our online jewelry experts, safe and discreet shipping, and beautiful ring packaging, you'll be confident the moment will be as perfect for her as she is for you. As a trusted jeweler for over 70 years, Reed's Jewelers will be here to make both of you feel like family. Long after she says yes.
Want a killer spread without the hassle? Walk-On's Family and Friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree, and feed your crew. Order online or in the app. Want a killer spread without the hassle? Walk-On's Family and Friends bundles are available to go. Pick your favorite starter, side, and entree, and feed your crew. Order online or in the app.
I've never considered driving a Subaru until I started working here and realized the reliability, dependability, and most of all, the safety. Safety is extremely important to me and my family. We have a very active lifestyle, which allows me to be able to take our Outback onto the beach and really enjoy the versatility that Subaru offers.
Whether it's a top-selling Forester or Outback, a rugged Crosstrek, or the roomy Ascent, we can reserve the Subaru you're looking for. Come in and order yours today.
I'm Miles, and I'm a Parkway Subaru owner for life.
Made from scratch biscuits and hand-breaded chicken, that's a breakfast no-brainer. But adding hot honey to the mix, you'll never hit snooze again. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken biscuit at Hardee's. Get it before it's gone. Feed your happy. Honey just got its own stinger. Sweet heat drizzled over hand-breaded chicken, crispy bacon, and melty Swiss. This honey has some bite. The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken sandwich at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Well, we bring you back to wrap up this week's show. We first take a look at our Hardy's CAA standings. Coach, it's great to see UNCW atop those standings. Last year was such a tough year, and you didn't play that many conference games, but to be on top right now, a couple of games up as well, that's got to speak volumes for this team and really help you out getting that message across to your kids.
Yeah, no, it's what we had been up against, Mike, when we were on our skid is it takes a lot of toughness and togetherness for us to come out of that hole we were in and be in the position we are in now. So I'm very proud of them. I think it gives them confidence in themselves and confidence in what we're doing as a team. It's good to see us up at top, but my main message is to stay locked in, stay humble, take it one game at a time because this thing is a marathon. And so as much as we, want to celebrate and be excited about it, which we should be, we want to make sure we remember the times that we went through. We don't ever want to go back there. And we want to make sure we take it one game at a time and stay locked in on the task at hand.
Yeah, again, 6 games into an 18-game conference schedule. So you said a long way to go for UNCW, but a good start. Taking a look at our Hardy CA standings. Our walk-ons, what's coming up now for UNCW? 3 more games in a short span, but all 3 at home, Coach. And it starts with Northeastern, a team you just played Monday because that was a rescheduled game. The Thursday game, the regularly scheduled game. So a plus or a minus to have this team that you just beat back-to-back like this?
I think it's a plus. I don't look at any negatives with it because during that game, they pushed us. We had to go and win the game. They fought us into the very end. So our guys are on high alert and understand the sense of urgency that we need to have going into the game on Thursday. Another plus in it is that we've already prepared for them. And with the short prep, not having to prepare for a new team is important. So they're familiar with them. And, our prep is not going to be extended or our guys know exactly what they're going to get. So we just have to make sure that we take care of ourselves and don't beat ourselves.
Is there much that you change going from Monday to Thursday and then this turnaround with the same opponent? Is there much you change in your philosophy or your game plan against Northeastern?
No, my main message to them is to do what we did better, try to do it better. I think we can get out and pressure them in the full court and in the half court with a better intensity. I think on the offensive end, we had some success. We'll make a couple little adjustments, but I don't think you try to reinvent the wheel, especially not when you win the game. You just try to do what you did a little bit better.
So again, part of a 3-game stretch at home coming up for UNCW. Northeastern, 7 o'clock, and then Saturday, 7 o'clock is Hofstra. Monday, a makeup game with Drexel, also at 7 o'clock. Invite you to come out to Trask, looking for a great environment. If you cannot come out, we'll have all those games for you on Flow Sports and on 95.9 The Breeze as well. Coach, another, again, busy stretch. Best of luck.
Thank you, Mike.
For Takeo Siddle and our entire crew, I'm Mike Vaccaro. Thanks for joining us. This week's edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle.